Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
50. Black 20. It's our time. It's our time. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Bang, bang. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Slam, slam, slam. 49, check 49, check 49. Shit. Black,
on first down, McFarland. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Take both of them. Check safety, check safety. Let's go, Mike.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Like 80. Touchdown. These two. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Easy. Check, Nick.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike 58, right there. I don't even know why his team showed up.
46-yard line.
3 bud. 77. 5. 58, come on. Get ready.
On 2nd and a yard, Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Double. No. Middle. Jack 16. 58. Small. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
This is taken at the 10. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Double time, double time. Alert. 3 down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Show that bench release and go. 58's the mic. Better bring it. You better bring it. Hey, Delta. Right now, you better bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
58, Mike, 58. Easy. Give me that ball, defense. These 2. Give me that ball, defense. Black and turn.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And it's brought in by Washington. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
180. 58, boy, 58. Mike, hey. Get him. 58, right over there. Yeah. 50. 58, right there. And it's getting him home. Check 43. Alert flare. Here we go. Here's the
On 2nd down now, McFarland. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Block 80! And watch the leg. Like I said, 58, come on. Take both of them. 10. Quarter.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Elliott running right. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert, alert. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 Alpha. Hey, check. 58 to Mike. Focus. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Hey, alert. Hey, echo. 58, Mike.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Joker. The 61, matchbox right. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the ship. Hey. Nickers, got to spin. Back. 44.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Safety screaming. These two. Alert. Watch out. Check right 50. Hey, wahoo. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. It's Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Hey! 50. Hey, orbit. 58, come on. 58, come on.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, I 7. 58, right over there, Yeah. Mike. Solid, 5 down. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Set, baby. Set.
3rd and long.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
No spacing. Who's that? 58, boy. World! I'm coming after you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. On the crossing route, complete. That's Lamb. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Number 8, a gain of 13 yards. First down,
Black 20.
single.
Alert, alert.
That's right, baby. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Take 2 of them. Black,
On first down, McFarland. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Check 3, check 3.
Hey, Charlie.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Now watch one, watch one.
Black and good.
From the 16, Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ready?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Roethlisberger. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Cowboys take over
Get
first
ready,
and
get
10
ready, get ready.
at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go to 54, go to 54. Right.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
24.
From the 41, Prescott. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lamb. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Looking to throw. Prescott. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Tackles. Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Slam. Switch. Check it back.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
They'll run on first down. McFarland. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Banjo. Shift. Watch the shift. Take four.
Take both of them.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Blue 30.
Hey, get away from me. 58, right over there.
22, 44. Hey, Zoo.
You can't block me. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Come on.
Roethlisberger will throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
54 Mike. Check, check. 77, 77. Watch the flood, watch the flood.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jack 16. We ain't giving up nothing to Jack.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On second down, McFarland. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it makes the score 21-10. This fielded at the 2. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Key in, 20.
We're going to 53.
24 is the mic. He can't hang.
26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go,
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
SOS. You good?
No spacing. Alert, alert.
58.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On third down, McFarland. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Five.
Let him know. 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Two times.
We're going to 54. Why here?
Shoot. 66. Pull it.
We're going to 54. Why here?
Go. Check Nate.
We're going to 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
58 for Mike, 58.
50.
You ain't got nothing. Check. Check 13. Check 13.
Take both of them.
Check 26.
On first down, McFarland. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
To the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down, 6. At the
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Quarter. Jack 16.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Kill. We're going to 54. Why here?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill. Check.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, switch gears. Double bump.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 1st carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Put that team on the bus. Slam. 49. Solid, 5 down. 49.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down at 8. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing here, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Nice pick.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field,